I don't know what day it is. I'll probably put it up on screen here, but probably like 7 or 8. Yeah. Really hard getting out of bed this morning. But back up on this ridge that I've been wanting to hunt. And yeah, see what happens. We just had a couple gobbles. Back there yet again. Alright, there's nothing that time. But yeah, we'll see. Just had a gobble. Where he normally is over there. So, we'll see. Alright, a little update for you. There's one back here that's been gobbling his head off. There's one over here that's gobbling every now and then. And finally, over here in this area, there's finally a turkey over there. We've been waiting to hear one over there like this whole trip. So, finally heard one. But every once in a while this guy goes off over here. Hopefully he comes in. Freaking Tom come in from behind me. But he's a little too far for a shot. A lot of brush in the way, but I don't know if I moved or what. I don't know what's going on. Alright, so that's the end of today. Had finally got a gobbler to come in, but he just wasn't close enough. I kind of walked over to where he was. Definitely couldn't have seen me, but probably about 40 or 50 yards. That's a little bit too much for me anyway. Take a shot at and feel comfortable in actually putting the bird down, so glad I didn't take the shot, but kind of sucks that he didn't come to me instead of getting one away from me, but it is what it is. Get you tomorrow. Another day. Had Tom kind of come in yesterday, not close enough for a shot, but he kind of came in. Going back up to the same spot. And I think with doing this, going to the same spot every day, I think that we will eventually call one in this way. So I put in time, I guess, but it's becoming a grind now. Alright, it's noon. Nothing came in. I think it's just weather. Because, you know, here earlier in the season when they were gobbling, it was cold in the morning, but the sun would come out and, like, it's, if you've been hunting before, you know, 30 degrees in the sun versus 30 degrees when it's cloudy is a huge difference. So I think it's partially that, like, the cloud cover, it's kind of colder. Like, I'm pretty cold now, but I think that's part of it, of why they weren't really talking this morning. Yesterday was pretty warm, and I was half asleep. I didn't really film too much, which sucked, but there was a bunch of gobbling yesterday, and today not so much. Today it's Like I said, I heard one gobble. My dad heard two. I really don't know what it could be from, but I think it's like kind of like the opposite of elk hunting, which is like one of my favorite things to do, where, you know, in September when it starts getting cold, stuff starts firing up. I think out here when it's cold, stuff kind of shuts down. When it gets warmer, it heats up, for lack of a better term. And yeah, so I think up here is gonna be my best bet for getting a turkey. I mean, we had that Tom come in yesterday, said he was too far for a shot, but we just gotta keep going, keep moving, keep calling, and eventually we should get one to come in. I would be interested though if tomorrow, tomorrow's Friday, if tomorrow it's a bit warmer and we can hear there is a deer in one of our fields. I know that probably doesn't matter too much. There's deer out in one of our fields. I don't know if you guys can be able to see him, but in this little gap here, I might blow it up a little bit, but there's a deer out there. Anyway, I'd be interested to see if that gobbler across over in here gobbles tomorrow, or when it gets a little bit warmer. And next week I think we can hunt in the afternoon, so I might do a morning setup here, then hunt the field where I shot my first turkey back before I knew what bearded hens were, which is legal in this state. I didn't know that bearded hens were a thing, and I shot a bearded hen for my first turkey. But if he's gobbling over there, I might sit when we can start doing afternoon hunts. That deer's gonna be kind of fired up. I don't know why. But, see if he gobbles over there again, because I did hear a shot over here, like in this area, where, but, you know, I mean, the turkey could walk across there, but I was hearing gobbles over there too, so who knows. But I'd like to hear one over there and maybe shoot one out of that field if I don't get one up here before that day comes. But not a lot of action these last few days. It's not like first parts of the season where we were in them, but we just couldn't get them to come to us. Now everything seems to kind of have shut up, and the weather has been terrible lately, so that might have something to do with it. Those clear, warm mornings, we might get more action out of it. But I mean, yesterday was a warm, cloudy morning. I don't know. I'm not a turkey guy, so it's not that great. But man, it's becoming a grind. It's hard to wake up in the mornings now. I'm just kind of getting burnt out on it, but I'm gonna stick with it until we leave, because that's what you got to do. I might actually go down here and check out this deer and see if we can lay eyes on him. And I might bring you along for that. It's not deer season here, but we'll see. Bit of a goofball. Looks like it was just a plastic bag out there, not a deer. Oops. Anyway, just got out of the woods. Looks like, feels like it's warming up. Either that or I just got out of the wind. But and bigger and better. It's currently 6:30. Finally had our first gobble. Another day. Still grinding. That's the end of the day today. Tomorrow's Saturday. It's the last day of got to be out of the woods by noon. But we still probably will be, maybe I might be setting up one of these fields or something like that. I don't know what's gonna happen, but yeah, one more day, then Sunday take off, and then go from there. Later start today. Today's Saturday, last day before the Sunday break. It's a little bit later than I wanted to get going, so I have to get up here. But yeah, we'll see. A little bit more active today. I heard one, I think, over here on the other side of the road. And I might have just heard one up here behind me. But yeah, I don't know. They're a little bit more talkative this morning than they have been the past few days. I don't know if you guys could see that, but I just had 2 hens come in, and yeah, just had 2 hens come in. Wonder where the gobbler is. The gobbler should be following them, but yeah, 2 hens come in. I thought I moved too much, and the hens looked like they were gonna. One hen looked like she was running away, and she attacked the other one. So it was kind of neat to see, and they kind of stuck around for a little bit, wandered off. So, I mean, they're here. It's the 3rd turkey I've seen, but it was in the same spot as that tom. But instead of sitting where I was sitting, I'm like 20 yards closer probably. So I was actually able to kind of get a shot if they were gobblers, which they weren't. But yeah, so that was cool. It was cool seeing them. We're on the move. Go head up, try just a completely different spot than the area we've been kind of hunting. And I'm being really quiet, but neat seeing those hens come in this morning. That was a lot of fun. Wish there was a big gobbler chasing them, though. That would have been nice. Or just a gobbler chasing them like a jake or something. Would have been nice. Finish. Get something on the ground, But, yeah, so today, that swamp that I was hunting earlier in the season, not heading to that, but there's this big pipeline out here, which I think you've seen me cross a few times. And I'm probably going to go send it up a little bit. And I get that turkeys like to be between forests, like woodland and fields, but I gotta shake some stuff up. I'm going back to what I know, which is elk, so we're gonna go up there a little ways, see if we can call one in. Maybe not. But yeah, just shake it up a little bit. Try something different, see if we can get on one. That's the end of the day. Yeah. It's getting tough out here. It's getting real tough. Supposedly my dad had one come into him, but out of range, didn't pay him any attention. So I think one of two things are happening. One, we don't have the right decoy setups because we're running just hen decoys, so that's evidently not working. And then we're running either that or they've been called to, or they got other hens that they can go hang out with. Like I said, I don't know. So tomorrow I am going to be using the Jake decoy along with my hen decoy, and I think my dad's going to do the same. So that's, I think, the plan for tomorrow. Or not tomorrow. Tomorrow, you can't hunt tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday. But Monday's the first day you can hunt all day. I think the plan is hunt till noon like we normally do, take a nap, get up at like 3 or 4 in the afternoon and go set up somewhere else. I've got a plan on where I want to set up, but we'll see. It's getting hard. I'll catch you Monday.